In this video I will tell you how you can quickly get gold and gems in the game Anime Story 2 on Roblox. Subscribe, like and hype if you want to get this and more Roblox guides and enter giveaways. Watch till the end to understand this guide well. Gold and gems are basically the two most important currencies in Anime Story 2 because you use them for almost everything in the game. You need gems for summoning units and progressing faster, while gold gets burned insanely quickly on upgrades, evolutions, relic crafting, rerolls, and building stronger teams. Because of that, having a good farming route early on saves you a massive amount of grinding later. The good thing is Anime Story 2 gives players a bunch of different ways to consistently farm both currencies. But some methods are way better depending on how far you are into progression. For gems, the easiest and most reliable farming method early game is clearing story stages. Every new world and difficulty gives first clear rewards, and those rewards include a lot of gems. If you clear normal, hard, and nightmare difficulties across multiple worlds, you can stack thousands of gems surprisingly fast. For beginners, it is usually smarter to repeatedly farm lower worlds because your team can clear them much faster. Later on, once your units become stronger, you should move toward harder worlds because the rewards scale much better. Right now, some of the best gem farming stages are World 2 Act 1 for beginners, World 9 Act 3 for mid-game players, and World 10 Act 1 once you reach late-game farming. Most players use farming units like Aura Farmer or Slime Demon because they wipe waves extremely quickly compared to weaker teams. Another huge source of gems that many players ignore is the achievement system. Anime Story 2 gives rewards for clearing stages, leveling up, collecting units, and completing different game modes. These milestone rewards stack up really fast over time. You should constantly check the achievement menu and claim every reward available. The unit index also helps a lot because discovering new units gives free gems too, even if the unit itself is low rarity and not useful for combat. When it comes to gold farming, the best strategy is usually farming the highest story stage you can clear quickly and consistently. Speed matters way more than simply choosing the hardest possible stage, because faster clears mean more gold over time. Some of the strongest farming routes currently are World 9 Act 3 Nightmare with Aura Farmer, World 9 Act 7 Nightmare with Sound Breather Master, and World 10 Act 1 Nightmare using Slime Demon. If you are still early game, just use ACU and repeatedly farm the highest stage you can comfortably one-shot without slowing down. Late game players usually farm final bosses in higher worlds because they also drop useful crafting shards alongside large amounts of gold. Infinite mode is another extremely valuable farming method once your account becomes stronger. This mode is great for farming rerolls, extra currencies, and additional resources while pushing higher waves. The farther you get, the better the rewards become. Subscribe to this channel if you want to join the giveaway. Check the links in the video description and write what you would like to get from this game. A lot of players even build entire farming teams specifically for Infinite because it gives steady resources while also helping progression. Units with strong crowd control and damage over time abilities perform especially well there. Tower mode is also something you should never ignore because it gives tons of rewards, upgrade materials, rerolls, and even chances at strong units on higher floors. As enemies become harder every floor, support units and tanks become much more important if you want to keep climbing consistently. Daily challenges and raids are also worth farming every time they reset because they reward valuable resources like gems, gold, stat chips, stars for evolutions, rerolls, and useful upgrade materials. Raid shops especially contain important items like trait tokens, potions, evolution materials, stat chips, and additional rerolls. Even if raids feel difficult early on, joining teams with stronger players can help you progress much faster and start collecting rewards consistently. Some units are also simply way better for farming compared to others because they clear waves faster or buff the team. Right now, some of the best farming units include Slime Demon, Aura Farmer, Sound Breather Master, Kaizen Ascended, and Ant King. For beginners, ACU is still one of the best starter farming units because of how strong his early game damage is. Overall, farming efficiently in Anime Story 2 is mostly about speed, consistency, and building the right farming setup instead of just blindly choosing the hardest content possible. Story farming remains the best method for most players early on, while infinite mode, tower, challenges, and raids become much more important later. Once your account starts improving, faster clears and better farming units will make progression feel way smoother, letting you summon stronger characters, reroll better traits, and push through the harder content much faster overall.